So my name's George Harvey and I'm a visual artist from London. Between 2020 and 2022, I lost 6 members of my family, including both of my parents who sadly died of cancer. Obviously that was a crazy situation in my life, but actually kind of incredible in the same way. It completely changed my understanding of reality and, more interestingly, completely changed my perception of time. As a photographer and director, time just has a huge part to play in what I do on a daily basis. I manipulate time to enable light to hit the photographic sensor, and that allows me to see things that are kind of impossible to see with the human eye. So I can slow things down and I can speed things up. And that became really exciting to me, that connection I'd had with time for all the years I'd been working. So I decided to research what time is, to kind of gain a better understanding of time. And it became apparent to me, which I just didn't know at all, that we don't function in hours, minutes, and seconds. That's just a completely man-made structure. In actual fact, time is extremely personal to us, and we all experience it in a completely unique way. So much so that many of the people who write about time talk about this wonderful thing called the song of time. And actually they refer to our time moving more like waves in the ocean or notes in a song. I'm a huge music lover and have been all my life. I especially like electronic music and techno. And weirdly, while all the things were going on with my family, I found myself going to these massive rave venues. It was almost like this was the only place I could go in the world that enabled me to kind of step away from the madness I had going on at home. So there was something about these places with the sea of people all moving together and flashing lights and obviously pounding music that kind of made time stand still for that moment. I'd arrive there during the day and then I'd leave in the early hours of the morning, and it was light and then suddenly it was dark. And that really struck me. So I've taken 6 performers, all of whom have chosen their own unique music or their own song. And I've filmed them on high-speed cameras, which enables slow motion movements. And in a way, I've created their own time frame, their unique time. So not only are they moving to their own unique track, but they're also moving completely freely from each other in their own time space. But it was really important to me that the music they were listening to was never heard by anyone else. So what I've done is I've put contact microphones on their bodies to hear the sounds of their bodies moving through time. And then also I used other recording equipment to capture the sounds of their feet traveling across the floor and their hands moving through space. So the shoot finished and I brought all the footage back to my studio. And for a few weeks I was sitting there playing with the different dials to kind of manipulate and change the speed of the performers' movements. My original intention was that they would all sit individually from each other. But at these unique moments, there was this like beautiful play between all of them moving cohesively together. And that kind of made me think about our collective time. So how time passes by for society. We've got rush hour, speed dating, express delivery, fast food, and all these insane phrases. And when you look around, it's almost like no one I know seems to be able to keep up with the pace of society. So in some way, I hope my installation is a kind of moment's pause from that. It's a space you can come to and have a moment to breathe and think, really. It was important for me that all the performers were life-size within the space. And it was very important to me that the space in some ways connected to the vast raves that I'd been to. So I have 6 large LED panels in a vast warehouse space in North London. And you can come and experience the beautiful movement of these individual performers or the lovely rhythm that they create between each other. I hope that the installation gives people a moment to reflect on their time. But for me, this project is a way to consider and remember the people that I lost.